Where am I? Where am I? Let's get it! Super excited this morning. Happy to be here. In this video, we're gonna be talking about, I'm gonna be showing you, demonstrating you by hand how to draw the astrological chart. We have a candidate here already who would like me to draw their astrological chart. The reason why we're doing this is so that we can comprehend the, oh, my coffee's, that was total, wait a minute, hang on, come on, we're gonna have to edit that out of the video. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. An astrological chart here, we got ourselves a protractor. We got ourselves two protractors, as a matter of physics. And we just wanted to go through some of the intricacies. These are the things, the tools that you need. Eraser, check. Mechanical pencil, doesn't have to be. Different styled mechanical pencil, doesn't have to be that one either. Let's get a zoom out here right quick. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, we get a little wider scope there. Drawing a chart by hand. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this because I was like, that's a little bit too simple. What's your YouTube name? Lab Coat Astrologer is the name. The name you know, the name you trust for astrological insights. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And we got action over here. We got action. Guyana in the house. Hi, I'm here. Hi, Trixie, Mort. Hi, Anderson, Pickett, I'm here. Now, I appreciate you. I'm gonna have to edit that. But these are the tools that you need in order to draw an astrological chart. So we're gonna put these to the side because the very first thing that you're gonna wanna do in constructing the chart is you're gonna wanna fold it in half. As you can see here, I folded in half, you know, and then I fold it in half again. I even take my time, I find the corners to try to get the center of the 8x10. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Once I do that, now I have 4 sections. Now I can take our first instrument and tool, protractor, one of the best protractors I've ever had. I used to use a protractor like this for the circle, and I used to draw the top half and then flip it around and then do the bottom half. A couple more steps. You can do it though. You can still do it. But this protractor here is the one. And quite simply, one of the benefits to drawing your own astrological chart and plotting the planetary stations is you become an architect of the rhythmic cycles of the snapshot, what the sky looked like when you were born. It adds value. For those that are interested, for those that are not interested, it may not add value. You have a bad attitude right off the rip. It's not for you. Many are called, few are chosen. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So you draw a circle first. That's what we do. And let's stay here for a moment after I get my 4 points, because the 4 points, sometimes they move when you're trying to align it back up. Okay, so we have the circle. The circle of life. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Are you with me? Every once in a while on YouTube, let me know that you're here. Put a heart in the comments. Positive affirmation. Keep the people going if you'd like. And that's what we're doing here. Just to keep the vibe going. Let me know you're here. This is the circle of life. There's so many meanings and interpretations to just the circle itself. I have this book. It's called The Light of Egypt, The Science of the Soul and the Stars. And the snake is biting its tail, you know, which is a symbol of, you know, completion. What does that mean? Is it the Ein Sof? What does that mean? I forgot. I want to get a little, check my notes here. I want to know the simple definition of a circle, even though I know it's a round-shaped figure that has no corners or edges. In geometry, a circle can be defined as a closed shape, two-dimensional or 2D and whatnot. But quite simply, you know, this circle here has so many meanings, and when it comes to astrology, it actually is the base of the cycles, if you will, of a year. One of the major cycles. One of the major cycles in life. And to be able to track and mark points. You know, we have holidays on here, which we might get to momentarily. Are you with me? Okay, so we draw our circle and we can see that we have 4 parts to the chart here. I first draw my north, south, east, west, my horizon line. We got 4 parts. And this chart here, quite simply, breaks up the 4 seasons naturally here. First house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, beginning up to a culmination point, you know, with culmination point from the start, the equinox, equal day, equal night in the spring, equal day, equal night in the fall, exactly opposite each other, Aries and Libra. The beginning of Aries, the beginning of spring, March 21st-ish, September 21st, fall. And the 2 solstice points is what this can symbolize, the December 21st and June 21st, the longest day. If you really look at it, and you look at the annum, if you will, let me see if I can do this here. The annum. Anybody ever heard of the annum? We're gonna get to that in future videos, but so many meanings in connection to these symbols, if you will. It looks, okay, I wasn't looking for that. Annum. Okay, we're not looking for that. Okay, now we're getting closer to the annum, but it makes this figure 8, if you will. It makes this figure 8. Have you ever seen it before? I'm looking for a picture. Let me put figure 8 there. Ah, we've got it here. Yes, wonderful. And exhibit A here. As you can see, this is the annum. You see this? What do they call it? They call it an analemma. Ah, an analemma. Has anybody ever seen this? You see, this is the connecting point, the equinox, when the sun is here. This is the summer, and this is the winter, if you will. Are you with me? Anyone ever see that before? No? Okay, so we're getting that, all those complexities a little bit just from this circle, or those laws, concepts are within the. Christy, Grand Rising, how are you? Good to see you. We're over here on YouTube having a blast. We gotta reset this. Okay, so we have the circle. Then what we do here, we can get our protractor again, and we could separate the divisions of the 12 divisions of the 12 zodiac signs. And quite simply, 30 degrees, each zodiac sign is 30 degrees, synonymous and correlating ever so rhythmically with the months, which stands for months, moons, tracking time by the celestial bodies and the stars. Not all of the stars, the ones within this solar system. The universe is vast, but we're working with the ones that are closest to us, the sun. So we do that, we mark our divisions, and then I draw another circle out here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Happy Wednesday to you, over the hump day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And so then we have a circle here. We got our 12 divisions, and now we can connect our dots to distinguish the houses and the inner wheel, like so. And the houses never change, they always stay the same each and every time. This is good therapy too for you. Works on your hand-eye coordination. Start getting understanding. Everything, no matter what it is that you do in life, it comes with repetitions. This is the way that you get masters and geniuses and people who do, it seems to be supernatural things in sports and whatnot. It's all derived from the art of repetition. Are you with me? Excuse me here. So we have a chart here now. We have an astrological chart, and we can quite simply, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the natural zodiac here. We're gonna start with the naturals. Never doesn't exist because never doesn't exist. First and foremost, because you've just heard it here today, so it does have some existence. It's in existence now. The only way it can never exist is before this time. Thus, therefore, never doesn't exist. I know what you mean, though. I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be there. I want to be here. Aries and Libra. The beginning of Aries, the beginning of spring, March 21st-ish, September 21st, fall. And the two solstice points is what this can symbolize. The December 21st and June 21st. The longest day. If you really look at it, appreciate you, bro. Cheer up, love yourself, have a good day. You're doing good. Keep up the good work. All right, we're in here like swimwear. Hearts in the comments if you're with me. Over here. Okay, so now we have Grand Rising. If you're just getting here, welcome. We're over here, excuse me, on the tube, having a blast. Okay, so these 12 compartments here are both the houses in the inner wheel, the zodiac signs in the outer wheel. And so I want to put the natural zodiac because I see a lot of astrological charts. I want to show you this here. When it comes to the natural zodiac. When it comes to the natural zodiac, I'm going to show you these pictures here. Thank you for the hearts. It definitely is helpful. It's definitely helpful. Appreciate you. All right, so I want to bring you over here to Exhibit B. Oh, we're already here. You can already see Exhibit B. Well, this is not bad. And probably because I put natural zodiac in there. But sometimes you get charts like this one here. You see this chart? You see this chart, how it has Cancer This chart has Sagittarius in the first place. This chart here, if we were to zoom in, you see how it has Virgo here and Aries over here? No bueno for the natural zodiac. And so we have zodiac signs that are born leaders. Cool, like it, pretty, even love the tetragrammaton in the center, but not referencing the natural zodiac. Aries belongs over here. And so when you see these pictures, just being able to make that distinction is significant. And connecting these different meanings and whatnot. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But at the top here, they do have some, this one, this is a natural zodiac. And this is what we're getting ready to draw here. The signs for beginners. We're getting ready to do it for beginners. And you always know this arrow is denoting the ascendant. Ascendant is also synonymous with AC and the rising sign. This is a perfect little cheat sheet. I approve. What do they say? Unpredictable? No, I don't. Aries, what does that say? Aries, unpredictable. You're done. So we have to stick to the core and the base, because sometimes they get to mixing and matching some of the characteristics of the zodiac sign, so you want to take care. This is a cool chart for the natural zodiac. It's even color coded. We got Aries, the fire signs, we got the earth signs in green, we got the air signs in yellow, and we got the blue signs for water. Not bad. Not sure what they're doing for symbolism for the planets here. Okay, I see it. That's the little different symbol, but anywho, that's exhibit B. Let's come back here to our natural zodiac here. I think you will remember me when you see the message. Guyana, I probably will. I just haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you. I probably definitely will remember you. Exclusive Adri, welcome. How are you? Good morning. Grand Rising. Let's get it. We're pumped up, fired up over here on YouTube, having a blast. A little party. Subscription party. YouTube subscription party with the lab coat. Coffee and a Mernon on a hump day. Over the hump at 12. Okay, back to it. So Aries, from the pictures we've seen from exhibit B, is here. And it's the rams. It's symboled as the ram's horns. And we got to ask ourselves, what do rams, that's Aries. That's Aries there. Kadikaba, hello, Grand Rising, Namaste, Toipochi, Shinwan. Woke up on the right side of the bed. Let's get it, exclusive, you and me both. Poured into myself before I even jumped on live. I had to pour into myself. Dump a bunch of love on myself, for myself, with myself. Mirrored myself. We're over here on YouTube having a blast. You're gonna love it over here. Come on over. Okay, so we got Aries. This is the natural zodiac. I'm gonna draw a little arrow here, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, which points to the ascendant. Sometimes you see ASC, shorthand for ascendant. Sometimes you see AC. Sometimes it's referred to as the rising sign. Aries would be the rising sign for this matter, but it's actually this point in the circle. If you remember, if you scroll back and look at the circle by itself, the circle of life, the circle of life, this point here is the east. If it were to be directional, this would be the east. The eastern. Aries is an eastern sign in the natural zodiac. Thank you for the double taps. Thank you for the shares. We're over here on the tube having a party. You're going to love it. Starseed Energy, welcome. How are you? From Maryland, USA. Let's get it. All right, so moving forward after, okay, hang on. We got to slow down here, lab coat. Aries is the ram. Let's put ram here somewhere. Ram. We can put fire sign. And this is the spring. Let's write spring over here. The beginning. The first house, the second house, the third house refer to the springing and the action-oriented houses that point to the self. Anywho, I don't want to get too carried away. Hearts in the comments if you're with me. Guyana, you came over. Welcome. After Aries is Taurus, yes. Taurus is a spring sign. And one of the benefits to doing this is to become the architect of the heavens. But in order to do that, you have to have an idea of the base. Here it is. Fire, Earth is always after fire in the natural zodiac. You'll always find Taurus after Aries. Aries, Taurus, Aries, Taurus, Aries, Taurus, Gemini is next. Taurus is the bull, Gemini is the twins. It's an air sign. It's the intellectual sign. The air signs deal with intellect. The earth signs deal with practical. It's like the pentacles in the Torah. I mean, did I say the Torah? I meant to say tarot. I'm Taurus and husband is Capricorn. Good match. Both earth signs. Practical. Work. I work hard for my money. Your husband fell in love with you right at first soon as he seen ya. He was like, she's the one. Get over here. Let's get it. All right, so after Gemini, let's write in Gemini here. And this is the natural zodiac. If you're just getting here, we're doing the natural zodiac. If you already know, you know. If you wanted a refresher, here it comes. Let's get it. Cancer is naturally the fourth zodiac sign. The symbol is the crab. It's protective. I also say, let's put Cancer here. Pardon the upside down thing. I'm trying to make it symmetrical and aesthetically pleasing at the same time. There's only so much we can do here, right? I also have Cancer as the tortoise. Tortoise, that's not how you spell tortoise. I think that's tortoise. Close enough on a Wednesday, on a hump day. All right, you know what I'm talking about, the turtle looking thing, tortoise. Tortoise and turtles are a little bit different. Tortoises are a little bit bigger. They have a wild journey that they go through the sea. And anyway, they're all about family. They come on shore and they bury it in the sand. Tortoise. And I say that Cancer is the tortoise because it carries its home on its back, if you will. This is actually due north. I'm going to put a big N symbol. I'm going to circle it because it's kind of cluster situation going on here. This is due north. This is due east. Fire, earth, air, water, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Ram, Bull, Twins, Crab. Fourth house, Cancer. Home, family. I also have Cancer as, what do I have Cancer as? The scarab beetle. The scarab beetle. Because it rolls the dung ball, you know, this is the dung beetle that uses its feet. It's his little head, its legs. This is the abdomen, rolls the dung beetle ball, and carries its children inside the center of the dung ball. I want to show you this. This is dynamic. I learned this on Natural Discovery Channel, and when you get into astrology and whatnot, you start looking at nature, animals, and the connection, see how they function and how it relates, how everything is intertwined, if you will. You with me? Your son is a Cancer. He's mama's boy. He's so close to the mom. Attached. I can also learn from him for emotion. You can lean on him for emotional support. Yes, he has that nurturing energy. Come on, Mom, bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Him and the dad get along pretty well, which is rare for Capricorn, but Capricorn and Cancer, they work. He would be your protector in that regard. Anywho. Okay, so scarab beetle in the family, the nature of scarab beetle. But the scarab beetle also, I was trying to show you, I was rudely interrupting myself, but the scarab beetle climbs, if it loses its course, its track, you know, where it is, its whereabouts, it climbs on top of this dung ball, you know, with the children inside, and it uses the heavens, it uses the Milky Way galaxy. You can look this stuff up. And it checks to see exactly where it's at in alignment with the universe, the heavens. I think that that's dynamic for Cancer, which points to the instincts of Cancer. The instincts are good, the memory is sharp. They say, it is said, I even say sometimes. After Cancer is the lion, also the cat. Let's put cat here. This is why I ask, is it a meow or a roar? We lost some people. No one wants the basics. No one wants the basics. We want to know how to do astrology, but we didn't want the basics. Maybe I'm taking too long. 5th house. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So we got lion, cats. This symbol actually symbolizes the mane, even though it's little, and the spine of the cat. You know, what do they say? They say, have a backbone, they say. It is said. It's connected to the spine, and the upright gives us our ability to be upright, proud. Dun, 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 dun. We got a sound effect for this. Okay, so Leo's the 5th house. Always after Leo is Virgo, which is naturally the 6th zodiac sign. Virgo. And it's the maiden, excuse me. The maiden or the virgin, the worker. Virgo is modest, if you will. You know, the symbol for Virgo is actually some people say the crossed legs and the polite for, you know, covering up the midsection area. But it also is the picture of a woman holding a sheath of wheat, denoting the crops and the harvest as well. And the picking and the using of discernment. I'm going to put farmer. Farmer, maiden, virgin, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So when it comes to the harvest season, for those in the northern latitudes, right? This is why they say Virgos are so picky. The same action that correlates with farmers and those that are on the farm when it's harvest season, picking and using discernment between crops that are good and crops that need to be in the compost. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And so this is the summer. You know, we can even extend this so we can have this distinction here. And we carry, what do we do with all this information? Why are we even doing this nonsense? Well, because it adds value to the components, the base, the understanding of how and why these things mean what they mean when delineating them in the astrological chart. Let's separate this thing. And I'm using the natural zodiac. You don't have to use the natural zodiac. You can put your chart in here, which is essential, beneficial. You can do a whole nother chart. But we want to go over the basics for those who are just beginning. Renee Royalty, welcome. What I'm doing, I'm over here on YouTube having a blast. Hope your day is going well. So we got the spring, we got the summer, from Aries to Virgo. From the head, we didn't get into the body parts yet, but we'll get into that. We got the head, the beginning, and the tail, the feet. We're climbing. This point here, even though there's no arrow that's pointing here, this is west. It's denoted as west as far as directional. And this date is actually September, on average, September 21st, which is the first day of Libra. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And so this is Libra. Known as the scales. Am I going too fast here? Let me know. And so this initiates fall when the sun transits through Libra. It denotes the fall. The beginning of fall. It's the scales of justice. What is it called? The Lady Justice? It's called Lady Justice, which originates from Ma'at, if we were to go to Egypt at an earlier time. Justice, equality, equilibrium. This is the season we just came out of. Now, we're currently in Scorpio. This is the 7th sign, 7th house. Scorpio is the 8th sign, 8th house. I have Scorpio as the scorpion, but I have more. Stay tapped in. Scorpio is the scorpion. I also have Scorpio as the phoenix. I also have Scorpio as a black widow. I also have Scorpio as the snake. I also have Scorpio as the spider, tarantula, particularly. Because the same way that the scorpion has a stinger, pshing, the black widow has a stinger, pshing, to death, with a nice red spot there, black and red. Phoenix bird, associated with Scorpio for the rising and ability to renew and transform and rise out of the ashes or the fire while it's burning. Inspiring. The snake, because the transformative process is the shedding of the skin, out with the old, in with the new. The spider, because it also has a stinger. You said poor Cancer. Why poor Cancer? Are you enjoying this over here on talk? All right, thank you so much. All right, we're dead over here. Okay, so those are some of the so. That's Scorpio. Sagittarius. Naturally the 9th zodiac sign. Sagittarius. And notice the arrow. You know, Sagittarius can be the arrow. It's symbolized as the arrow, and also the centaur, which is half man, half horse, even, which is what a centaur is. I stopped speaking about the elements, but Cancer is a water sign. I missed that. Leo is a fire sign. Virgo is an earth sign. Libra is an air sign. It kind of takes this order: fire, earth, air, water, and then it repitan. Fire, earth, air, water. Scorpio. And then Sagittarius is a fire sign. The arrow, the optimistic one, the traveler. It's all about the journey for Sagittarius. Expansive. Foreign people, places, and things and the such. And the ability to travel. Wisdom, guru. It's the guru also as well. And then this point here is due south. So we got north, east, south, west. Never eat shredded wheat. That's how I remembered it. It gets kind of clustered here. There's a lot of components to this thing here. We're unraveling them here. Capricorn is naturally the 10th zodiac sign. Capricorn is also drawn like this. This is another Capricorn symbol. And Capricorn is the goat. But it's also this is supposed to be the tail of a sea urchin. You know, Capricorn reaches extreme heights like the goat. Capricorn is also the alligator. For the depths, for the tail, to serve as the tail, or a sea goat, if you will. Which is the 10th, associated with the 10th house. Now after Capricorn is Aquarius, which is an air sign. Capricorn's earth, Aquarius is air. It's the 11th zodiac sign. Aquarius is the water bearer. And if you actually look up water bearer, it's a real thing. People used to carry water to and from. It was a whole little business. You know, it's interesting how Aquarius is the sign of knowledge and the people and humanity and mankind and the collective, the collective, right? How we group up. And the carrying water back and forth, which, you know, brought community, as well as something that's refreshing and true, which is, you know, water or knowledge. Aquarius is an air sign. Although it's the water bear, it's not a water sign, it's an air sign. And if you look at the water, it's the water of the skies. If you were ever on the ocean or the beach, right? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Hang on, I got a picture for you. If you were to ever look at an ocean or a beach, or a beautiful sunset, right? You would see, let's use exhibit C. You would see a picture like this. You see the sun. You see the sun. This is not a beach. Let's get one that has a beach. This is a better picture to serve the purpose. The bridge is in the way. Let's see if we can get something a little. Here we go. Like it. This is a better picture. So we have the waters to separate the waters. This is be the horizon line, right? And then we have the waters of the water on Earth, and then the sky is also considered a water. You know, blue as above, so below. That whole scenario. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So Aquarius is the water bearer, but it's not water. Essentially, it's air, and it deals with aeronautics. That's exhibit C. Let's put aeronautics. AK space travel, or the ether. Space, sky. Aquarius also symbolizes the Janus, which is a two-headed god in Greek and mythology, which points to the year that's past, and it points to the year that's coming. If you were to Google it, let me show you exhibit D. It's this two-headed god, exhibit D. Janus, ancient Roman mythology, the two-headed, looking back into the past and into the future, this symbolizing the new year. You see this? This is the Janus. This is also a symbol of Aquarius. Janus. Okay, that's exhibit D. And there's other, among all cultures, you'll find ways in which to correlate, connect, and attach these zodiac signs. But Pisces is then the last zodiac sign, which is the fish, we know. I also have Pisces as the chameleon. No, it's not spelled like that, chameleon. Because a chameleon is able to adapt to its environment. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, fumble. Wait a minute. All right, we're gonna have to edit that. Exhibit D. Okay, here I am. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. All right, so we have Pisces here. Wow, that's gonna be like that. I gotta make a little adjustment here. Thank you for your patience. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. A little green screen slide. A little green screen slide. And so then we have Pisces here, which is the 12th house. They say that Pisces, this is the feet. We're gonna get into the body parts here. But this is the natural zodiac and some of the archetypes to the caricatures and archetypes that are derived from the caricatures and the symbolism and the times of year. You know, I got the equinox. We have the equinoxes, the spring equinox, the fall equinox. We have the winter solstice, the solstice, winter. We have the solstice, summer. And not for nothing, these are the temperaments, the humors, where we get these temperaments of the season or the course of the year. The sun's course and trek through the 12 zodiac signs is directly connected to the human body as well. I'm going to show you this picture here. I think I can show this picture. It's called the Adam Kadmon. I don't know if you've seen it before. We might have to, I wonder if you can see that. Maybe. Exhibit E. Oh, you can't see it there. Wait a minute. Bear with me. Un momento. Well, the Adam Kadmon is, you know, Leonardo da Vinci. It's a man that has arms out and legs out. Excuse me. Adam Kadmon is the divine androgyny, if you will. You know, here's a exhibit E, similar to this. And within this circle, putting the man or woman, whoever you want to put in the circle, matters not how straight the gate, charged with punishments to scroll, but by doing this, and in doing this, scientifically and geometrically, you start to recognize these measurements, you know, from the abdomen from the shoulder to the elbow to the hand to the finger. You know, we get into this geometry, and there's a connection and a correlation there. Also in the astrological chart, that's exhibit E. Let's come back here. Okay, so just like I talked about that snake, what was that snake called? I never spoke about that. We're gonna have to edit that. Oh, it's called the Ouroboros. Yes, Ouroboros. Exhibit F, as we have here. This is the Ouroboros. This is what the circle symbolizes. You know, the serpent eating its tail. It's interesting if we really start looking into it and connecting philosophies, theology, and ideologies in that regard. But it's the Ouroboros. I just wanted to put that out there for the circle, which is the very first symbol that we looked at in the construction of the astrological chart. So we get these principles, these ancient principles from the comprehension of the astrological chart, if you will. Which is another one of the benefits in utilizing astrology as a tool. That's exhibit F. All right. And there's so much more to put in here. I want to get to the body parts, but as you can see, so many concepts and nuances and intricacies that it starts to get clustered. So for the sake of the conversation, I'm gonna resort to colored pen. We're gonna mark this thing up a little bit more. And we're gonna get these body parts here. Are you with me? Hearts in the comments. Oh, we got some people leave. No worries. All right, so we have the head and the face for Aries. The head and the face and the correlation, the connection to the ram. And in the head, Aries is looked at as the command center, if you will. Not for nothing, in the head there's 12 pairs of cranial nerves, which is something that I remember when it comes to Aries, not only for the ram of it, but also for the body part and how it connects and correlates to the human anatomy and physiology. Taurus is the throat. It's associated and it correlates with the throat, neck, ears, voice box, jaw, in that regard. Geminis are good at adapting. That's actually part of the modes. We haven't even gotten to that. Gemini is the arms, hands, lungs, nervous system. Cancer is the stomach. Leo is the heart and the spine. We even got that from the symbol with the mane of the lion and the tail. Spine. Virgo is the intestines. It's interesting when we start looking into the intestines and how the enzymes are like worker bees taking specific nutrients, which can correlate to Virgos and liken to Virgos' analytical behavior and nature. Libra is the kidneys. In that Libra is the scales, Lady Justice, and Ma'at. I also say it's the judge, the diplomat, and the lawyer. And the kidney function as a filtering process. Interesting how the judge filters through the evidence of what's used by the plaintiff and defendant, which is the process of courts with justice and fairness and equality in the courts, and marriage, which is a contract, done in the courts, connected, that you intellectually speak and say and communicate, as air signs deal with communication and intellect and say, I do. Oh. You may now kiss the bride. Scorpio is the reproductive organs. And not for nothing, I'm starting to wonder. I know that Taurus is the throat, neck, ears, and the jaw, and the mouth. But I'm starting to think that Scorpio is the tongue. Scorpio is the tongue and the nasal cavity of the cartilage in the nose. I don't know why. I'm gonna put tongue here. I think Taurus is the tongue, but it's interesting. This relationship between Taurus and Scorpio, I'm juggling with this thing here a little bit and recognizing how one hand washed the other, they both wash the face, and how Taurus, the throat, neck, and the ears, is in a direct relationship with the reproductive, the tongue and the intensity of emotion when it comes to the sharing on the honeymoon after you're married, Libra. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm still juggling around with that a little bit more. Sagittarius is the thighs, the skin. Some people say Capricorn is the skin. I say that Sagittarius is the skin. the sciatic nerve. And the femur bone. The femur bone is in the thighs. And not for nothing, the skin is the largest organ of the body. Jupiter, we haven't gotten to planetary rulerships, but Jupiter is the planet that rules Sagittarius, which has to do with grandiose, vastness, bigness, size. If we look into the solar system, we can see that Jupiter is one of the largest planets in our immediate solar system, and the skin and that connection with the biggest organ is where we arrive at that. As well as Sagittarius being a mutable sign, we haven't gotten into the modes, but the inside the femur bone, if we were to go inside, we would find this is the place where blood cells are made by the millions. I'm not sure what the number is. That might even be off. It might be more. So that's pretty interesting. And there's more features to that. We'll get to that in another video. Capricorn is the knees and the skeleton structure, the bones, the skull and bones, Capricorn. And it's interesting when you start looking at Capricorn, it's tied into an ancient astrology. It's, Saturn, Capricorn, and the tarot. We got the devil, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and its connection to death in the afterworld. Saturn, Capricorn, bones, and all that. Even Dia de los Muertos. It's not celebrated in the winter. It's celebrated in Scorpio. But the connection between Scorpio and Capricorn is what I'm making there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So Aquarius is the calves, ankles, shins is Aquarius, and Pisces is the feet. You made it. We did it. Dung beetle. I said scarab beetle. It is dung beetle. 100% correct. Scarab is an Egyptian term, I think, for it. Dung beetle. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for staying tapped in. That was 52 minutes. Did you enjoy that? Did anybody learn? Hearts in the comments if you've enjoyed it. All right, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to take a break. Enjoy your hump day. I will be on later doing Big 3 astrology, always live. Smash the subscription button ever so gently.